Hannah Brown remains a fan favorite and a mainstay of the Bachelor Nation series. Even though her season of The Bachelorette concluded in 2019, she remains an integral part of the series. Following guest appearances in seasons before 2 and including Season 9, she became a full-time cast member for Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. While Hannah's function in Season 10 is Paradise Relations, some viewers are wondering if she is being set up to replace Jesse Palmer. At the time of her announcement, Hannah Brown's role on the upcoming season of Bachelor in Paradise was unclear. Paradise Relations was her official title, but the show never gave much of an explanation for her character's purpose. Rumor has it that she was tasked with supplying champagne for the rose ceremonies. Wells Adams, though, is already a bartender on the show. In Season 4, he stepped into the role after making an appearance as a contender in Season 3. Everyone thought that Hannah Brown would give the participants advice based on her experience on the reality show. Her stance is that of an observer, not an actor, yet she has spoken out about what she has witnessed. A lot of viewers are glad to see Hannah back, but many still don't get the point of her presence. People were quick to respond on social media after the former Bachelorette was announced as a Season 10 participant. It was clearly excessive, whatever sum they paid Hannah. Wells and Hannah aren't necessary for them at all. She is completely useless. Her ambiguous function is the fault of the makers, in my opinion. Without a clear part and very little screen time, I feel like they placed her in an uncomfortable situation. Hannah Brown's casting acceptance seemed puzzling to one spectator. They thought she was only trying to earn enough money to cover her extravagant French wedding. Earlier this month, in a breathtaking wedding on the coast of France, Hannah Brown and Adam Woolard were married. 6 years after breaking off her engagement to Jed Wyatt, a contestant on The Bachelorette, she has finally tied the knot. Longtime Jed girlfriend Jed wed last year. They are expecting a baby, he said in March. Any moment now, the baby will be born. Money probably wasn't Hannah Brown's motivation for joining Bachelor in Paradise, considering how heavily sponsored her wedding was. Surprisingly, one fan had an idea. Would you say that the Bachelorette star is being set up to replace Jesse Palmer? One of the most beloved spin-offs of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise has been around for a long time. Drama, romance, and controversy have been staples of the show for many years. There have been several famous people to fill the post of host, but the most current, Jesse Palmer, has become practically a byword for the show. Fans of the program are asking if a change is necessary, though, because fresh reports have begun circulating regarding Hannah Brown possibly replacing Jesse Palmer. In light of all the speculation, let's take a look at Bachelor in Paradise to determine whether former Bachelorette Hannah Brown is indeed replacing Jesse Palmer and, if so, what this would imply for the program. Jesse Palmer, who is he? You should know who Jesse Palmer is and what he has contributed to the program before you jump into the speculations. Bachelor in Paradise has been hosted by Jesse Palmer, a former NFL quarterback turned television broadcaster, since 2021. His easygoing demeanor and ability to put the contestants at ease throughout their time in Paradise swiftly won him fans. He was ideal for the role because of his charisma, intelligence, and capacity to deal with the show's inherent unpredictability. As a former Bachelor, Jesse Palmer not only added credibility to the show, but he also knew what it was like to date in front of a huge audience. The show's frequently tumultuous and emotionally charged environment was countered by his composed personality. I don't see why Bachelor in Paradise would wish to have someone else. Well, let's examine it more closely. Ascending to power in Hannah Brown. While Hannah Brown did make an appearance on The Bachelor during Colton Underwood's season, she didn't become a household name until her own season of The Bachelorette. Audiences were enthralled by Hannah's relatability, wit, and down-to-earth demeanor. Her admirers rallied behind her as she went through the show's emotional roller coaster, and by season's finale, it was obvious that she had won over Bachelor Nation. Even after her time on The Bachelorette ended, she remained somehow linked to the program. When Hannah was chosen to compete on Dancing with the Stars in 2019, she was thrust back into the limelight. In addition to showcasing her dancing abilities, her appearance on the show highlighted her personal progress. Hannah was able to demonstrate her adaptability and charisma in front of a live audience as she collaborated with a professional dancer for the competition. In the time after, Hannah became an institution in Bachelor Nation, making guest appearances on numerous Bachelor programs, attending numerous Bachelor events, and even hosting the finale special of The Bachelor. Her genuineness and accessibility have won over viewers who would love to see her reprise her position in the Bachelor series. Is Bachelor in Paradise, then, her natural progression? Conjecture and hearings. Hannah Brown's possible replacement of Jesse Palmer as Bachelor in Paradise host has been the subject of much speculation as of late. Speculation began following a string of mysterious Instagram postings and sneak peeks from the set. Many began to speculate that the network may soon replace the show's current hosts with new faces. Some viewers think Hannah would be perfect as Bachelor in Paradise's host due to her magnetic personality and knack for making an instant connection with each candidate. Because she is friendly and easy to talk to, she would be able to relate to the contestants and make the show entertaining. She would also understand the competitors' struggles from their own unique vantage point, having been a contender herself. However, there are many who are wondering why the network would implement such a radical shift so quickly. With his extensive knowledge of the series, host Jesse Palmer has brought a lot to the table. Since Jesse Palmer has only been host for a few seasons, some think it might be too soon for a change. Making such a drastic shift would turn off longtime viewers who have grown to love Jesse's style of hosting The Bachelor because of the franchise's reputation for reliability. Hannah Brown, a proposed case. Hannah Brown might be a great host for Bachelor in Paradise for a number of reasons. One benefit is that Hannah would have a better understanding of the competitors because she was a contestant herself. She knows what it's like to be on the other side of the franchise's emotional spectrum. Her experience would make her an excellent resource for the kind of advice and insight that can only come from someone who has been there. In addition, Hannah's character in Bachelor Nation has shown that she is bold and independent. Her large online following, guest spots on TV shows, and down-to-earth attitude on life are all evidence of her charisma and charismatic personality. Her vivacious character has the potential to revitalize the show, attracting new fans as well as longtime devotees. The fact that Hannah has already demonstrated her hosting abilities is another important consideration. She proved she can hold her own as a live host on The Bachelor after the final Rose special. Additionally, she has shown that she is both funny and at ease in front of the camera, which are crucial qualities for a reality show presenter. She should be able to handle the considerably more hectic environment of Bachelor in Paradise if she can manage the pressure of presenting following a season finale. Bachelor in Paradise. How would this affect things? A huge change would occur on Bachelor in Paradise if Hannah Brown were to take over for Jesse Palmer as host. To begin with, the nature of the relationship between the presenter and the candidates would certainly shift. Hannah Brown's more vivacious and approachable style would probably change the tone of the show from what Jesse Palmer has established with his steady and quiet manner. She has the power to transform the event from a dramatic spectacle into a joyous celebration of love. She would definitely make the program more relatable and human, which would encourage the competitors to share more and form deeper bonds with one another. However, viewers who love the high drama of Bachelor in Paradise may be worried that Hannah's more relaxed approach may dampen the intensity of the show. Looking ahead to Bachelor in Paradise's future, even while we don't have official confirmation, the speculation that Hannah Brown will take over for Jesse Palmer as Bachelor in Paradise's host is clearly gaining steam. Regardless of whether this alteration takes place, it is evident that Bachelor in Paradise is always changing and that there is an abundance of fresh talent that might lead the program in an intriguing new path. No matter who hosts Bachelor in Paradise, fans can be confident that the show will maintain its reputation for high drama, passionate relationships, and entertaining antics. Who will be the next happy couple to discover love in paradise, regardless of who takes over from Jesse Palmer or Hannah Brown?